Welcome to Coffee Connect, everybody. I'm Rodney. I'm the host here. Uh, I've been going. We're going in 6 years right now. I mean, we're on our 10th episode, I think, of 6 years. Really, just a day that we're going to have today that we get a chance to share some things, be open about what we're talking about, knowing that hey, there's no judgment within the organization or group here, but we are truly here to figure out ways that we can connect and help each other do some great things. Right through obviously new people introductions at some point. At some point, we might ask people to if you've got any celebrations or announcements, right? And then if you've got one-on-one requests, I would ask you to put those into the chat. If you've got somebody that you meet today that you want to meet with one-on-one, put them in the chat. I'm happy to hang around, keep the breakout rooms open so you guys can make arrangements to figure out when you want to meet up one-on-one. Guys, we set a goal out this year, another 100 new associates. We're at 15 for the year. We've got a few new today that we'll add in there, obviously, that I'll add those numbers on. But today's conversation, really a nice transition from last week's conversations of Memorial Day and what Memorial Day means and the honoring of all those that served and gave the sacrifices in the name of freedom. We've got Isa Ramli coming from Malaysia, guys. She is almost to tomorrow, literally 2 hours away from tomorrow while she's talking to us. But here to talk to us about transforming pain into power. She's got an amazing journey to share with us as well. Some techniques and stuff that we're going to understand ourselves better when it comes to grief and stuff. So without any further ado, give it up for the founder of Blooming Bee Holistic Wellness, Isa Ramli.
Thank you. Thank you. I'm going to share mine now. Okay. All right. Let me see. All right. So I'm going to start off with some questions. And you can type your answer in the chat box. It's not moving. Okay. Have you ever carried a heartbreak so deep it changed who you are? Okay. Yes. Most yes. Not yet. Yes. A lot of yeses. Right. Thank you. And what if that pain is actually your soul calling you back home? My dad's passing. Yeah, that must be very painful. That. Hello, beautiful souls. My name is Isa Ramli. I am a family constellation practitioner. I am an empowerment mentor. And I am also a woman who's walked through fire and came out empowered. Welcome to Pain to Power. And we're gonna heal, feel, and maybe even laugh a little as we move energy today. Who's ready?
Woo!
Woo! Okay, first of all, I would like to thank all of you for being here. And I know you can be anywhere else right now because I heard it's beautiful weather in Ohio, wherever's in Ohio right now. So I deeply, deeply honor your time and your energy that you've made just showing up. And that already tells me that you're ready to shift. Okay, so today you're going to walk away with some clarity. What that means is you're going to have a deeper understanding of your emotional inheritance. And it's really crazy and wild how much of that is not even yours. Okay, so we're going to look into that. And then we're going to do a powerful life healing experience to release one heartbreak you've carried for too long. For those of you who said yes before. An intro to family constellation work that could change how you relate to love, family, and self. Okay? All right, before we start, Is it okay if I talk a little bit about myself? Cool. Thank you. So, um, the title is From Lost to Light. Have you guys heard about the MH370 missing flight in 2014? Right. So that was, I think the whole world knows about that. Four of my family members were on that flight. My mother, my aunt, and my two younger sisters were on that flight. It was in 2014. And suffice to say, that was quite a heartbreaking moment in my family. And I decided to move back. I was in Washington, D.C. at the time with my husband, and I decided to move back to Malaysia to be with my father and my remaining sister. So I've been back since then. And then in 2019, I opened this beautiful restaurant. This is in Kuala Lumpur, Malaysia. So this is a beautiful restaurant that I opened in 2019. And they actually serve a lot of American items there because I did grow up in America and some of food in Malaysia. And pandemic happened about 3 months after. So this beautiful, beautiful restaurant, which I invested about 200 Malaysian ringgit, that's about 50, 60,000 US dollars, 50,000 US dollars, was gone after 3 months because I had to close it down. It was not feasible for me to keep it open. And then in 2023, my husband of 11 years and I decided to file for divorce. So if you guys know anything about tarot reading, there's this thing called the Tower card. So the Tower card, it was like a tower moment in my life. I felt like everything in my life was broken into pieces. I just felt like I didn't know where to go. It was, yeah, I was spiraling like down. I was spiraling down. I didn't know what to do. But I stopped searching outward and started looking inward. And that's when I found family constellation. It came into my life and it has been life changing for me because it wasn't just about talk therapy, it was soul therapy. I met my grief, I honored it, and I found a new power that I didn't know existed. So that is my journey from pain to power, and I would like to share that journey with you. Okay, what is family constellation? I know some of you are like, okay, what is this? Okay, so family constellation is it's a systemic healing method where we uncover hidden unconscious patterns passed down through generations. So it's not about blaming, it's about seeing the bigger picture energetically, emotionally, and soulfully. And when one person heals, it echoes in the family field. It goes forward and it goes backward. So it's really, really powerful. And it was actually developed by Bert Hellinger. He was a German psychotherapist and he actually passed away in 2019. So now this work is actually carried forward by his wife. So that is family constellation. And how has family constellation changed my life? I have reconnected with my inner child. So I don't know if you guys know the concept of inner child. Has anybody heard the concept of inner child? Inner child
Mhm.
healing, connecting with the inner child? Yeah. So I've reconnected, and healed my inner child. Actually, last month I reconnected with my teenage self. She was one angry person. She was very angry. But I connected with her and then I saw how angry she was and integrated her back into the adult me. And it's been really fulfilling. And I feel very whole after that experience. Okay. And then I've uncovered trauma that belonged to my ancestors. It actually went like 6, 7 generations back. And that showed up in my life in the present and released it. I've also got back to myself, my true self, and my own path. That's how family constellation changed my life. Okay, and why does it matter in daily life? Because this work touches on everything. If you feel stuck in the same love pattern, you may be entangled with an ancestor's pain. We can talk about money, sabotaging success or money flow. There might be loyalty to a parent's struggle and constant guilt or fear. You might be carrying grief that isn't even yours. So sometimes we wonder, like, why, why am I not doing this? Or why do I feel this way? Or why do I feel that? Sometimes it's not even us. Most of the times it's actually generational. So that's where family constellation work touches on. Okay. So I would love to do a little demo. I'm going to stop right now because stop share. Okay, so this is a little demo, and it's a mini family constellation demo, and we're mapping out a family soul field. So it's not really easy to talk about it unless I do a little demo on it. And I would like to have about 3 to 4 volunteers. We're not going to dive too deep into it, so we're not going to go really deep. We just want to look at the dynamics of a person's family system. Anybody would like to volunteer? Diane, I see your hand up. I see Rodney. Zeph. I've got 3. I've got 3. Anybody else? Okay. So I got Diane and Zeph. And Jared. Sorry.
And Rodney.
Jared. Okay.
And Rodney.
Oh, and Rodney. Yes, sorry. Yes, I did see Rodney. Okay, so we've got 4. Who would like to be the client? Who would like to look at their family system?
Sure.
Rodney. Rodney's going to look at it. Okay. So I'm going to ask a favor from the rest of the viewers to turn off your camera because we want to just focus on Rodney's family system. And just the representatives will remain the camera on. Awesome. Teresa, you're here. You want to participate too? Okay, so we have Diane, Zeph, Teresa, awesome. And Jared? Okay. Oh, okay, you're back. Awesome. Thank you. Okay, Teresa and Zeph, you can actually unmute because you might want to say some stuff. So Rodney, you're gonna be the client. And then now we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We have 5 representatives. That's awesome. So you will pick one representative. I don't know why I counted myself. There's 4. One representative to represent you. One to represent your mom. One to represent grief. Yeah. You, mom, dad, and grief. I forgot dad.
Okay.
Yeah. So you're going to say, so and so, will you represent me?
So perfect. So Zeph, I want to represent me.
Yeah. So you can say, Zeph, please represent me.
Zeph, please represent me.
I will.
Okay.
And Teresa, please represent my mom.
Okay. If
Jared,
you guys
please.
can go ahead.
Jared, please
Sorry.
represent my dad.
All right.
And Diane, please represent grief.
Okay.
I will.
If you're able to change your name to whatever you're representing so we can just see if you're able to. So Zeph is representing Rodney. Teresa is representing Rodney's mom. Jared is representing Rodney's dad. And Diane is representing grief. Okay? So Rodney, you're just going to observe and see if there's any sensations in your body when all this is going on. just see the dynamics between everybody. And I don't see Jared.
I got your name changed, Jared. Hey,
There's Jared. Okay. Okay. So, now that you're representing the thing that you're representing, I would like for you to notice where your body feels drawn and what sensations arise. And you can say it as this is happening within your body. Maybe we can start with Rodney. Rodney's representative.
All right. Immediately, the first organ I'm feeling in is the heart. There's this kind of palpitation. It's almost like anxiousness.
Mm.
And I'm smiling because this anxiousness is not about like the anxiety of like, oh my God, my story is coming on, right? But it's a story, it's a heart palpitation about like, I'm anxious to know, but at the same time, I'm like, I wonder what was my heart,
I see.
what I'm
Yeah,
getting
well,
in my heart right now.
that's probably what he's really feeling right now. Like, what is this, right? What about mom?
Kind of I'll say stomach or yeah, just it's just a worry. And I
Mhm.
can't describe it beyond that. Just kind of a concern, a worry, kind of thing.
Okay. Um, Dad?
I kind of feel a little bit in my lungs right now,
Mm.
to be honest with you, with breathing. And it's kind of appropriate in a way, just because, I mean, I've been asked to be dad here, and my dad himself had bad lungs. So there's probably a
Okay.
connection there.
Well, I don't know. Did your dad have any lung problems, Rodney? The real Rodney?
I mean, he was a smoker, but
Mm.
yeah, I mean,
Okay, maybe that's why. So it's kind of showing up, right? And what about grief?
Grief feels very heavy. The shoulders are up. Everything just feels intense. And
Okay.
like I could really use a shoulder rubbing right now. It's
Right.
just all located right there.
And do you feel connected to anybody? Like
In the room?
mom, Rodney, or dad?
Oh, probably all.
Mm. Okay. So Rodney, does that sound like, is it resonating?
Yeah. Immediately when you ask that.
Sorry, Rodney, the real Rodney, sorry.
Oh, sorry.
I know, I
it's
should have
challenging for
specified.
sure. Yeah, I think it is for sure.
Yeah.
And from grief standpoint, uh, I actually mentioned earlier, I said I feel like I've got a crick in my neck and stuff, but
Mm.
it just made it worse almost.
Yeah. So
Having to
it's in
talk
the
about.
field.
Mhm.
It's in the field. So whatever these sensations you're feeling right now, it's not a coincidence. It's actually in the field. And so Rodney's representative wanted to say something.
Yeah. So immediately when you ask mom and she was sharing the entire shoulder blade and my neck was just like that was this is it was just like this feeling of shock. It's just like and I was like feeling I feel I'm more connected to dad.
Mm,
So
nice.
and I was feeling my entire like there's this feeling of concern. There's this feeling of yeah, of course the anxiousness was still there, but my back was just
Mm.
totally shot up right on my neck and my shoulder bit. I was like, okay, hello. So yeah.
Yeah. So it could be that you're carrying a lot of things. You feel like a lot of heaviness, carrying. So it's like carrying a lot of things on your shoulders, basically. So that's what it's representing. Anything from mom?
Nothing different. The grief is there, and you
Mhm.
can feel that, and it's that still whatever that concern. It's
Is
real
it
heavy and real strong.
is it towards Rodney or just
I don't know specifically, Rodney, or if it's the grief or a combination,
Mm,
probably.
okay. Anything else from grief?
I don't think so. But it feels as though it's everybody. It's
Mm.
inclusive.
Mm, okay. All right. Okay. Dad, do you have anything else to say before we end the constellation?
I definitely can feel a sense of connectedness, but it's almost like there's a concern there, as though it's, kind of diverting my attention away a little bit, like not preoccupied, but it's like, okay, well, there's something that else that needs to be tended to.
Mm. Mm. Okay. All right. The real Rodney, we're going to end the constellation right here because we just wanted to see the dynamics of your family when it comes to grief. So you can tell the representatives that they are released from the roles.
Teresa, you're released from your role as my mom. Jared, you're released from your role as my dad. Zefsan, you're released from your role as me. And Diane, you're released from your role as grief.
Okay, and the representatives, you can change your name back to your own. And I suggest you just tap your body. You can stand up and just shake it off. Just shake it off. You can even say your name. Rodney, how was that?
Yeah, that was crazy. And some of the things that were being said, I mean, I had my life has, been ups and downs. I had a really close connection to my mom when I was growing up. And then once I left for the Navy, my connection to my dad was so much better. And I think that was why when he passed in '06, right, that by far there was like, I felt like there was always things left unsaid, undid, right, and things like that. And but I think going back to some of the stuff Teresa was bringing up as far as the concern, right? I think my mom's always had that worry.
It's a mom thing.
Right. Well, that, and I was the youngest and left home first and never returned other than visits, right? Never returned.
Yeah.
I think it's always been that side of my mom that I've seen, is that she's always been concerned about me and my well-being and stuff, right?
Of course, yeah. Okay, so it's resonating.
Yes.
Okay, so this is what we do in family constellation. We look at the family dynamics, and if we want to dig deeper, we look into the grief and how to release the grief and how to do all those things. But this is just looking at the dynamics of what your family feel looks like.
Yeah.
So everybody else can turn on the cameras now. And I would actually like to open to the rest of you. If you feel anything or any shift in your body while you were watching or participating, if this is something new for you, you can type in the chat box. You can just unmute. Yeah, it's new, and yeah, I get it. And we didn't even dive deep yet. So that's just looking at family dynamics. It's actually looking at, what the client wants to look at, usually what the client wants to look at. And if it resonates with them, then, then that means that we can release whatever the pattern is in their lives. That's great. I have done intergenerational healing through RIM. Wow, that's great. Regenerating images and memory. Diane, thanks, Diane, for sharing. Great. I would like to know more. Anybody else? Jeffrey? Huh?
I want to know more about your work too, so we need to connect.
Yeah, let's do it. Let's do it. Thank you. Jeff said, definitely new, very powerful, too new for me to process yet. Got it. Oh, that's Jeff GPT, Jeff Hexter. Yeah, I get it. Yeah, it is very new. But thank you so much. Thank you, Rodney.
Yep.
Okay, we're gonna go to the next one, okay? So this is called a main healing ritual, and it's called a heartbreak constellation. And this is individual. This is it. This is it. Okay. One second. All right. So everyone, please close your eyes and breathe. Think of one heartbreak, a love, a loss, or a moment that broke something in you. It doesn't have to be big, it can be something small. Okay. Now imagine placing that heartbreak outside of you, in front of you, like you're looking at it. Now I want you to say silently, I see you. I honor the love and pain. I now release the weight that was never mine. And breathe. Now imagine placing yourself beside it, wiser, stronger, and more whole. Now say, I choose to live. I choose to love again. I choose my joy. When you're ready, you can open your eyes. And take a moment to write in the chat or unmute if you love to share breakthrough or feeling or sometimes sharing, they help locks. It will help lock in the ship. So if you like to share anything, you can do it in the chat. Anything moved you today? Thank you, Jackie. Thank you, Allison. Thank you, Jeffrey. Oh. Well, I personally love this work, so that's great. Thank you, Diane. Awesome. Thank you. So what I've demonstrated is just the sort of like the icing of, just the basic of what family constellation is all about. It's about acknowledging, it and honoring it and also releasing it, because most of the times it doesn't belong to us, whatever it is. Sometimes you don't even know why you're grieving because you don't have anything to grieve about, and it actually belongs to great grandfather or something like that. So it's really about doing that. Very different approach to handling grief than I'm accustomed to. Yeah, it is very different. Very different. I find it. Sure.
Can I share something real quick?
Of course.
Just a quick testimonial. I'm a little bit out. I'm outside, so you might hear a little bit of background because I'm near an airport. I wanted to be on this call because I wanted to share this power of pain to power. But I just want to say that, in the beginning, I wasn't sure how to do this because I was like, okay, Zara, help me. So I attended one of a demo session with her, with two other ladies, international. All I can say, if you think work like this is woo woo, I highly recommend you get a call on with Isa. I swear to you, I thought y'all know I'm an IT girl, right? I swear to you, my technology was going berserk. When I say berserk, I'm not kidding you. I could hear waves. No, like we all could hear waves, but the person she was working on did not hear anything. My entire audio system was going buzz, 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 buzz. And I was like, what in the world is happening? The entire activation, or the release, like I heard waves, I heard like just crazy buzz. Like, it was like static. And at one time when she was transferring, she was asking the dad in this, the representative for the dad, like it got really loud. It's really, I don't know what it was, but we talk about energy and the work that she's doing. That's affirmation that, she is helping release some stuff. And when we were done with the activation, it got really quiet. And I was like, wait, what the heck happened? We didn't touch our computers. No setting was changed because I have a specific setting on my computer when I do production. But this was just like, oh my God. So try it. You will not believe it until you try it. So I just want to share that with you. And thank you, Isa, for helping many people.
Thank you. I love this. I mean, I love this. I love doing it. It helped me. So I love sharing it with others. Okay. Let's see. Talking about IT. So I would like to offer for our Coffee Connect members, if you like what you just experienced, your personal healing session, I can offer a 90-minute family constellation session, one-on-one. I will put in a free tarot reading and a 15-minute discovery call special. For the Coffee Connect members, the energy exchange is $77 instead of $100. And this is the QR code that you can scan to register. Okay, and I can provide that a little bit later as well. Okay, so before we end this session, I just want to also let you know that your pain is actually a portal. What is it a portal of? It is a portal. When a heartbreak happens, it does not break you. It actually cracks you open. I know you can't feel it when that moment is happening to you right now, but it actually cracks you open. And when you're not broken, you're birthing a more powerful version of you. Okay? And you're not alone. Your healing sense ripples backward and forward in time. So I think that's really, really powerful. Thank you so much for letting me into your hearts. May you walk lighter, love deeper, and rise stronger. You got this, and I've got it. And I've got you if you need support. Thank you.
Awesome. Awesome. Give it up for Isa, everybody. I think we all need methods, right, of letting go of things, right, so we can move forward with better things in our life and stuff, guys. And hopefully you guys learned some techniques and tactics today. And some of you reach out to Isa, right, and take her up on the offers that she's presented to us, because I think they are amazing and they can make a difference in your lives. As we move forward here, I know I'm sharing, but I'm not sharing. Next week, I don't know, maybe we'll talk about beer and wine. I'm not sure, but maybe we will talk about beer and wine, and we'll make Dave host it, okay? Maybe. The week after that, we got Jim Doyle talking. It is not hope. He's going to talk about something else, and I forgot to put the new title in there. But it's about being in this weird world, right? The chaos of the weird world and stuff. Joe Bender talking about Data Axle. 13th is still open. I'm sorry, 1st of July is still open. And then the 8th of July, we've got Samantha Kelly leading neurodiversity. You see a couple other ones down there. I'm loving the fact that Diane's going to come back and talk to us about neuroplasticity tools, right? Which is also in relationship to kind of today and retraining our brains to think better, think more positively, right? To know that we can go out there and do some great things. And I know you guys are going to go out and do some great things this week. So go out there, do it, make it a great week. And remember, I love you guys, all right?
Everyone, appreciate it. Thank you, Isa.
Have a great week,
Thank you,
everybody.
Very good.
Bye, guys.
Thank
Everyone
you.
take care. Nice meeting you.